Our first myth today came by request, and it revolves around the long-standing claim that at one point, Trent Reznor outright told his fans to steal one of his records. As the creative force between Nine Inch Nails, this one might seem a little bit strange, but when you dig into the story, it's absolutely true in every sense possible. Back in 2007, Nine Inch Nails released their Year Zero record, and for whatever reason, fans in Australia were asked to pay $35 for the album in question, making it pretty much the most expensive new record on the market at the time. Reznor was told by a label executive that the reason for the price hike was, quote, "You have a real core audience that will pay anything it costs when you put out something new." If nothing less, Trent Reznor is certainly a person who keeps up on the latest technology. And soon after, he posted a note on his website blasting the record label and encouraging fans to steal the album in question. And he even posted the album in its entirety so people wouldn't even have to bother searching for it. Obviously, this ended his relationship with that record label, but at the end of the day, it's a completely true story. Our second myth for today is one that spread like wildfire throughout the mid-1990s, and it's the one that claims writer Salman Rushdie actually lived in the guest house of U2's Bono during those years. Perhaps best known for his highly controversial book, The Satanic Verses, Rushdie went into hiding in the mid-1980s after a fatwa for his life was put out. Rushdie met the band at a concert in 1991 while they were supporting their Achtung Baby record, and 2 years later, Rushdie actually appeared with them on stage at Wembley Stadium in London. News outlets across the globe started reporting about the story in question, stating that he'd actually been living on Bono's property all of those years, but both Rushdie and the band immediately vehemently denied these stories. Obviously, there were considerable safety and security concerns for the band if people took this as truth, but according to the band and Rushdie, though he did stay a couple weekends here and there at Bono's house, there were never any long-term accommodations. For our final myth, I want to explore the story that says the Eurythmics classic song Sweet Dreams Are Made of This was almost never released. Oddly enough, this one is completely true, as the song has a very unique history to it. Though it's since become a classic, the first Eurythmics record went absolutely nowhere commercially when it was first released, and the team of Annie Lennox and Dave Stewart were actually dropped from their label. The duo were said to have been working in an attic that was converted into a pretty shoddy recording studio, and they've said in interviews that the song in question came into existence just as they were on the verge to calling it quits to their musical relationship. Apparently, that's when Stewart accidentally reversed one of the synthesized bass lines, and the sound it emitted got them both working very passionately and very quickly, with Lennox improvising the lyrics and recording them in a single take. The song was then shopped to their old label, and the rest is history. But in the end, it is true that that song almost never came into existence. So those are the myths for today. I hope you dug them. Be sure to check back here every Thursday as I delve into some of the coolest stories in music history, and be here every day for all the music news, reviews, and knowledge you'll ever need.